What's good? What's good? What's good? D Free back with another one. I've been down for a minute taking care of some business, but I told you I was coming back. Let me say what's up to the people in the building right now. DS, what's going on with you? Brian Colbert, my brother, what's good? MP, what the fuck? What's going on, my brother? Miss Just Do, how you doing? What's going on with you? Josh Sanders, my brother, what's going on with you, man? Let's see who else we got in here. G5, my brother from another mother, what's going on with you? Quee, sis, what's going on with you? Yeah, appreciate everybody coming through. As y'all come in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button. Um, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And there's been a lot of stuff going on. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the sport of boxing. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the NFL as well. I told y'all I was going to come back up here. I'm not going to just do boxing. I'm going to be doing NFL boxing. I do a little bit of cooking as well. For those who don't know, I am a licensed chef. I'm also um, covering NFL and boxing. Um, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in the boxing industry. I'm gonna talk about boxing right now, um, and I'm gonna have a couple of my brothers come in as well. I got something I need to do with my brothers. The ones that's in the building, if you want to come up, the link is in the chat. Go ahead, hit the link, and I'm gonna pull y'all up. I got some stuff I want to do. I got something I'm gonna do for the whole TWT family. Um, yeah, I was over on Knockout page yesterday, um, and I saw Knockout talking um, these fans. About these fans, do they really want these fights that they've been asking for? Um, and it actually, as I seen the comments come in, and I hear a couple of guys talk about it, and it spilled over into Dub Right Side's channel last night as well. And as I hear the people talk about it, and I see um, the comments in the chat, it made me wonder: do these fans really want these fights? I hear people talking about there's no money in the Devin Haney fight with Tank Davis. I hear people keep coming up with excuses why um, the Bud Crawford fight hasn't been signed. What's going on, Big Ray? I appreciate you coming through, my brother. I hear a lot of people talking about why the Bud Crawford fight hasn't been made yet, and they making excuses saying EJ is holding up the fight, and I'm just sitting here laughing at these people because a lot of these guys they just go with what other people are saying. They're not actually listening to the facts and how they're being displayed out here. This man EJ just did an interview a couple of days ago. I think it might have been like a week ago now. He just did an interview, and he pretty much told everybody what was going on with him, and and the reason why he hasn't called a fight yet. And he told everybody he's not fighting nobody at 147 unless it's Bud Crawford. And so a lot of these people is not listening to that. They're taking bits and pieces out of the interview, and they said, "Oh, see, EJ, he was still drinking and he was still partying. That's why the fight hasn't happened yet." And the man told you what was going on, and they don't want to listen to it. They want to take bits and pieces and make it fit their narrative. And then a lot of people sitting here rooting for Lomachenko to win this fight, but I thought these people wanted Devin Haney and Tank Davis to fight. If you wanted Tank Davis and Devin Haney to fight, you should be rooting for Devin Haney to win this fight. Um, Me personally, I believe Devin Haney is going to win this fight. I want to see the Tank Davis and Devin Haney fight. There's really no other fight at 135 that I want to see other than Tank Davis and Devin Haney. Um, the Shakur Stevenson fight, yeah, Shakur Stevenson, it's a good fight. If the Tank Davis fight, if the Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight falls through, then I would like to see one of those guys fight Shakur Stevenson or Frank Martin. But me personally, I believe it should be Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. It should Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin. Those should be the fights that should be that should be made right now at 135. Um, I want to see this fight with David Morrell and David Benavidez, and that fight, the winner of that fight should be fighting Canelo next. Um, I already see Canelo moving in another direction. This thing I'm doing is moving kind of slow, it's lagging, but I'm gonna keep going. But I already see Canelo trying to move in another direction. He's trying to fight one of these European guys once again. And a lot of his fans is agreeing with it. They're saying he deserved to be able to pick who he want to pick. And if you claim yourself to be the face of boxing, what makes you the face of boxing is you taking out all of these top guys and showing that you're the best guy in the division. That's the same. That goes the same for Tank Davis. If Tank Davis claimed to be the face of boxing, how I see it, you should be taking on all these top guys and clearing out your division, showing that you're the best in your division. Me personally, when I think of the face of boxing, it's it's the name that comes to my mind when people say boxing. That's how I consider you to be the face of boxing. If they say boxing and the first name that comes to my mind is Tank Davis or Errol Spence or Deontay Wilder or Shakur Stevens, those are the guys that I will put in there as the face of boxing. Now Shakur Stevenson, of course, he's not the face of boxing, but that's how I look. What's going on, Thomas? Appreciate you coming through. Those that's how I view the face of boxing. It's the name that you recognize when people say boxing, or when a person says that person's name, you automatically associate that person with boxing, or you automatically associate boxing with that person. That's how I look at face of boxing. What's going on, Ricky? Appreciate you coming through, man. But yeah, so I just see a lot of these guys just moving real funny, and a lot of these fans, they claim they want these fights, but they not acting like they want these fights. They making every excuse why these fights don't have to happen right now, or why these fights are not happening. And for you to say you want the fight and you making excuses for these fighters is beyond me, because the only thing that I'm looking at is why these fights are not happening now. If you have a problem with this fighter and y'all in the same weight division and there's no fight in front of you, that should be the fight you should be trying to make. You should be trying to make that fight. There shouldn't be a reason why, oh, he hasn't proven himself yet, or he don't make enough money, he don't bring enough fans to the stadium. Well, if you are the face of boxing, or if you the big draw, you already bringing the fans. You don't need him to bring the fans. You already bringing the fans. So why would you need him to bring the fans? He's going to bring the fans that follow him. You're bringing all the other fans. You're supposed to be the big draw. So I can't see how these fanboys, they just make every excuse for these fighters, but they claim that their fighter is the best fighter. How can you claim your fighter to be the best fighter if he's not fighting the top guys that's in the division? and proven that he's the best fighter. Now I could see if he fought that guy before and he beat him, but these guys have never fought. Devin Haney and Tank Davis have never fought. Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, Frank Martin, all those guys have never fought each other. So how can you say you're the best if you haven't fought none of those guys? None of those guys in the 135-pound division has fought the top guys in the 135-pound division. So how can you claim now? We can crown Devin Haney as the king of the 135 because he's the undisputed champion, and that goes with having those belts. He's the king of 135. He has all the belts. But Tank Davis, he quote unquote the money man in the division. But none of y'all are actually the king of the division. None of y'all has cleared out the division. None of y'all fought each other. Now, Devin Haney, he's about to fight Lomachenko, and we're going to see what happens with that fight. But until these guys fight each other, I'm not saying none of those guys are the best of the division because they haven't fought each other. So I can't say this guy's better than that guy. How can I say that? I'm just going off of what I think. We're all basing it off of what we think, what we believe will happen, but none of us actually, my bad, none of us actually know who is really the best. What's going on, A1? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah. Shawa Allah, appreciate you coming through. What's going on, Queen? But yeah, none of us actually know who is the actual best of the division if they never fight each other. We all are just making speculations and making our own opinion on who we believe is the best in that division. That's just like Floyd Mayweather. If he would have never fought the guys he fought, if he would have never fought Oscar, he would have never fought Shane or Zab Judah, we would say, oh yeah, Floyd, I believe Floyd beat him. Yeah, Floyd better than them. How you know they was in the same division? Why they haven't fought each other? That's what we do when we talk about Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Those guys never fought at the same time, so we based our opinion on what we saw those guys in the ring and in their prime. We believe that this person is better. We believe that person is better. But these guys are in the same division at the same time, and they can fight each other. There's no reason why Tank Davis can't fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney is about to be a free agent. Tank Davis is already his own promoter. So there's no reason why they can't make that fight happen. There's no reason why Shakur Stevenson can't fight Frank Martin or Devin Haney or Tank Davis. Like I said, they did cross promotion before. There's no reason why they can't do another cross promotion. You sent a contract to Eastside Cruz, so why you can't send a contract to Frank Martin? So that, like I said, there's no reason why these guys cannot fight. And everybody say, oh well, they not on the same promotional banner. That's just an excuse. Y'all make all these excuses of why these guys can't fight, but I see time and time again cross promotion fights. Damn near every weekend we see cross promotion fights. We just saw Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight. Those are two different promotional banners that they are under. That's Golden Boy versus PBC, and we all know that Golden Boy don't like PBC. PBC took all the Golden Boys fighters. We already know that they don't like each other, and they made that fight happen. So I don't want to hear, oh, they on the other side of the street. That's why that fight can't happen. No, that just means y'all using that as an excuse, because I saw Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight, and that was PBC versus Top Rank. What's going on, Cooper? So I don't understand it. Like I said, I done seen Usyk fights Anthony Joshua. I done seen plenty of cross promotions. If the fighters want to fight, they can get their promoters to make that fight happen. It's just a matter of, do these fighters really want those fights? So a lot of people just using it as an excuse, but I just don't. I don't understand why these fanboys have all this animosity to other guys that's calling these fighters out for not making these fight happen. But then you have all this animosity for us calling these fighters out, but you don't have no animosity towards the fighter that actually can make the fight happen. You going back and forth with people on these panels talking about, oh, well, PBC this, PBC that. No, it ain't. It don't have nothing. You hear this man saying, I want to fight. You hear this man saying, I want to fight. The whole argument should be, why is this fight not happening? It shouldn't be, oh, see, this man ducking. And then I hear people say EJ's ducking. I hear people say Devin Haney's ducking. I hear people say Tank Davis is ducking. But then I hear, at the same token, I hear these guys saying, oh, yeah, these guys want to make this fight happen. Okay, so you saying the man is ducking, but then you say these guys want to make the fight happen. That don't go together. If either the man is ducking or he want to make the fight happen. Now, we already heard from Bud Crawford said on multiple times, EJ want to fight just like I want to fight. So if Bud is saying this, why are y'all saying that EJ's ducking? Bud's told y'all EJ want to fight just like I want to fight. They told y'all that they talked on the phone multiple times. They trying to make the fight happen. And like I said, since EJ had that interview, I haven't heard anything from Bud's camp. I haven't heard not one thing from Bud's camp. I haven't heard nothing from Bomac, and I don't know how long. I don't even remember the last time I heard something from Bomac. I haven't heard anything from Bernie. I haven't heard anything from Bud ever since EJ did this interview. So I mean, the fight, it possibly could happen, but the only way that this fight going to happen is Bud going to say, okay, let me sign the fight. Send me the contract, I'll sign it. Because Bud is the only one that's holding this fight up. EJ's not holding. I don't see how people think that EJ is holding this fight up when EJ told this man he can have whatever he wants. Give him what he wants. EJ is already saying, I'm willing to give him whatever he wants. I just want the fight happen. He said, I'm not fighting nobody at 147 if it's not Bud. So all Bud has to do is say, send me the contract. And I don't see what the problem is. You already said you agreed to all the terms. If you agree to all of the terms, what is the holdup? The only holdup should be is, okay, how much is my guarantee going to be? We just seen Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia go out here and do a 1.2 pay-per-view. 1.2 million pay-per-view. And this was a guy that everybody believed that Tank Davis was going to knock out. I hear a lot of people say, oh, it was a 50-50 fight. Oh, Tank Davis might get caught. But I never heard nobody say, I mean, I heard a couple people say Ryan Garcia is going to win this fight. But for the vast majority, everybody was saying that Tank Davis was going to knock Ryan Garcia out. So we already knew what the outcome was, and we still tuned in to see what the outcome was. And they did 1.2. And that was a fight that everybody already believed, for the mass majority, already believed that Tank Davis was going to knock him out. And you trying to tell me y'all don't think that the Bud Crawford fight is going to do big money, and Bud Crawford is not going to make more than, quote unquote, the $10 million that he did with BLK Prime? So and what I heard last night made me laugh even more when I was on Doug Right side, and my brother G5 was there, and BLTV was there, and a couple of other guys was there, and they told us the reason why Bud Crawford didn't ask to see the books for BLK Prime is because he had already got $5 million up front. So you pretty much got a guarantee of $5 million, and then you got the rest of the money after the fight happened. So that's a $5 million guarantee. And then you got the other $5, if you got the $10 million like you said you did, you got the other $5 after the fight. So what's the difference of taking a $5 million guarantee from PBC and getting the biggest bag you can ever get at this time in your career? most people say that this fight is worth about 60 to 70 million dollars. So if you get what Steven Espinosa said, which is close to 50-50, he said it's going to be close to 50-50. So I'm thinking probably like 55-45. So if you're getting a 45% purse split on the pay-per-view, and even if it doesn't do as big as Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and it does 700,000 or 800,000, you still walking away with more than $15 million in your daggone pocket. So I don't understand what the problem is or what the holdup is. Like I said, they say they making progress, is looking better than it did the first time they negotiated, but it shouldn't even be taking this long. You had the fight in December. You said you wanted Earl to spin the block after you had that fight. Right after that fight was over, you was like, "Hey Earl, I'm right here. I'm waiting for you to spin the block." They've been talking to you ever since January. They've been talking to you since January. You had the fight in December. They've been talking to you since January. It's now May. This fight should have been made. They already had the negotiation with you for what, 7-8 months before you said you was fighting fighting David Ebenezer. They'd already had a negotiation, so they already knew what you wanted then. Now it was just get the purse split. I mean the guaranteed purse. So I don't understand what the holdup is. And people say, "Oh, he wanted to see the books." Well, if you're getting a and shout out to Rachel Daenerys, she came out and she told us. I believe I was on Fanon's channel, and she broke it down. When you are getting a percentage off of the pay-per-views, you are automatically get you get to look at the books to see where your money is coming from. So we already know that he was going to get the chance to look at the books to see where his percentage was coming from to make sure he was getting the money he was supposed to get. The whole thing was he wanted to be able to have the say so over the expenses. And if you're not putting no money up, you cannot tell a network or a company where they could spend their money at. You're not putting no money up. That's like me saying, "Hey, I need to get some money from you. Can I get in on that deal? But I get the 25%, you'll get the 75%, and we go into business together. I'm not putting no money up, you putting the whole thing up, but we going into business together. I'm getting 25%, you getting 75%, but I get to tell you where you spend your money at. No, I don't get to tell you where you spend your money at. You let me know where the money's going, and then I'm just there in on the talk. I can't tell you where to spend the money. I'm not putting no money up. That's just like when Michael Jordan was partial owner of the Wizards. He didn't tell Abe where to spend his money. Abe was the majority owner. Michael Jordan was a partial owner. He didn't tell Abe where to spend his money. Abe spent the money how he wanted to spend the money. Jordan just sat there and said, "Okay, that's where it's going. All right, bet. Okay." That's how it goes. If you're not putting the money up, you can't tell a person where to put the money at. Then you can say, "Hey, I don't think that's gonna make no money if we put it over there." But you can't tell them, "Nah, I disagree. Don't send the money over there." No, they're not going for that. That's why I'm like, that's just. And every time they came up, it was always something extra that he added to the contract. He like, "Okay, I know they're not gonna say nothing for this," and then he put it out there, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna go ahead and give you that." And then he was like, "Dang, they gave me that shit too. All right, let me try to see if I can find something else. Bang, I got it. I need to be able to have expense. I be able to have the say so of your expenses." He knew they wasn't gonna go for that. What's going on, T? He knew they wasn't gonna go for that. So that's why they were like, "Nah, we're not giving you that shit. You ain't telling us where we spend our money." But like, and that's why I say, I want these fans to hold their fighters accountable. And see, that's why I say I don't have a favorite fighter, because I know how I am. I'm biased. I'm very biased when it comes to a team that I like, a person that I like. I can see that they're doing wrong, but I'm not gonna call them out on it because that's my favorite team or that's my favorite player. I'm not gonna call them out. I might know they 100% wrong. I'm not gonna call them out. That's why I say when it comes to the sport of boxing, I do not have a favorite fighter. My favorite uh, my favorite fighter in the sport of boxing, those guys retired years ago. That was Roy Jones Jr. and Sugar Ray Leonard. Those were my favorite fighters. Those guys retired years ago, and I was young when they was fighting. So I wasn't in boxing the way I am. I wasn't calling people out on all that. I didn't have all of the ins and outs of what's going on in the sport of boxing because back then we just seen two fighters that was coming up and they made the fight happen. We didn't know what was going on behind the scenes because we didn't have social media. We didn't have all these outlets where you can find out what's actually going on behind the scenes. Now I'm older. We have the internet. We have social media. We all know what's going on behind the scenes. They got all these people that's putting out the information about what's going on. So now I can put two and two together and come up with my own conclusion of what's really going on because I'm the type of person I take all of the facts and I put them together and it builds a story and it builds who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. If you put all the facts together, it's going to tell you who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. It's going to give you your story. So that's how I base my opinion off of all of the facts being put out there. And I sit there and I analyze all of the facts. That's why when I hear stuff, I say, okay, I'm not going to make a judgment because I don't know I don't know both sides. I need to hear both sides because there's always two sides to a story. I need to hear both sides because when I hear one side and then I hear the other side, I can put it together. If something don't make sense, I know it's something missing. Somebody's not telling me something. Something is missing. If it doesn't make sense, usually something is missing. So that's why I just sat back. I said, you know what? I'm not going to have a favorite fighter because I know I can be biased. And so it's better for me not to have a favorite fighter. I just like a bunch of guys. There's people that I rock with more than I rock other people, but I just have a lot of fighters that I like. And I just call it straight down the middle, regardless of who the fighter is. I call it straight down the middle. Whether it's Gary Russell, Antoine, Gary Russell Jr., Gary Antonio, Boots, Cool Boy, Tank, whoever it is. I call it straight down the middle because I don't have a favorite fighter. I have a lot of guys that I like, but I don't have a favorite fighter. And so, like I said, I hats off to the ones that can have a favorite fighter and still keep it down the middle. I'm just not one of those type of people. That's why I said I won't have a favorite fighter. I'm not one of those type of people. But yeah, so I see I got a few of my brothers in here. I'm gonna have my brothers come up. I got something that I wanna go over with my brothers and quickly, I'm gonna have you involved in it. I mean, if you want to come up, you can come up as well. I'm gonna have you involved in it as well. But um, I definitely want my brothers to come up. I put the link in the chat. I think it's pinned at the top of the chat. If y'all click the link and come up, I got something I'm doing for the whole TWT family, and I wanna get all of y'all opinion on it and how y'all want it done. But I see a lot of stuff going on in the NFL. A lot of moves has been made. It looks like it's going to be a very interesting season this year. It looks like it's going to be a very interesting season this year. Um, I don't know. I know Kwee and G5. They diehard Dallas fans. Um, I know A1 is a Saints fan. Of course, I'm a Commanders fan. So it's gonna be very very interesting. I just want to see my quarterback situation. Like we have the pieces that we need. We just need the quarterback to be solid. If we can get the quarterback to be solid, I think we can do some damage. Oh yeah, I forgot Thomas is there. Yeah, Thomas, Seattle. Thomas, y'all ain't going to no goddamn Super Bowl. Thomas, y'all not going to the daggone Super Bowl. Y'all left up and went to the Super Bowl twice. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not with no goddamn Geo. It definitely ain't happening with Geo. Y'all better get somebody else in there. He said you gotta believe. Yeah, you believe that y'all ain't gonna make it. That's what you gotta believe. You gotta believe that y'all not gonna make it. Don't be talking about no dang Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. No, if they happen to go to the Super Bowl, stop calling me. These people call me every daggone day. If they happen to go to the Super Bowl, dog, I think I would have to give you your props every day that I see you for like 2 months straight. I would have to say, Thomas, you got the best team in the league for like 2 months straight. Every time I see you, I would have to say it because there is no way y'all making it to the Super Bowl. She said, y'all know my stance 10 toes down. America's team. Yeah, Washington Commanders is definitely the America's team. I got you quickly. You damn right. You see all this burgundy? You see all this burgundy and gold up here? You damn all right. You damn right. Look. You damn right. This burgundy and gold is all up in here. Shout out to my boy Thomas. He sent me that. If they go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to be a pig in shit. I can't see y'all. She said red flag. Oh shit. Y'all niggas ain't clicked the link. Nothing. I ain't had nobody click the link. Ain't that some shit? I mean, well, I could just tell y'all if y'all don't want to come up, that's cool. I could just tell y'all what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is I have a few of y'all. I need pictures with your name at the bottom of it. You can send it to my Instagram. Actually, you can send it to my Instagram, or you can send it to Quee G5 or Southern T, and send a picture. Send a picture with your name at the bottom of it. What I'm doing is I'm getting a shirt airbrush with all of our pictures with our name under it. I mean, in the middle of it is going to say TWT family.
Okay.
And it's going to be each person's picture with their name under it, and then it's going to cover the whole shirt, all of the family, everybody picture that I get with their name, and then on the back of it is going to have it's going to be airbrush. It's going to say the winning team. It's going to be the winning team, and then it's going to have the dragon. I have the dragon logo. I think I sent it to G5. It's a dragon that I sent to G5. It's a dragon that's holding a banner, and it has TWT in it. That's what's going to be on the back. It's going to be the big dragon with the holding the banner, and it has TWT inside of the banner.
Look, I got to be a little different. Can I get one with my jersey number on it?
With your jersey number on it?
Yes.
What's going on, Just Dude? Appreciate you coming through, man.
I got to have that. My jersey number on that motherfucker.
I could put your jersey number. I could put it like on the sleeve.
Yeah, that's fine as long as it's on there.
Yeah,
Because I think I got I have a couple of them that got my jersey number on it. So
yeah, I can put that on. I can put that on your sleeve. So yeah, I want to do that, and then once I get that one done, I'm gonna show y'all how it looks, and
yeah,
everybody that wants one, I mean, whatever color y'all want it, then I will have it made. I just tell y'all how much it costs to get made, and then
yeah.
y'all can have either cash at me the money or yeah, y'all can cash out me the money. I'll go get it made, and then I send it out to y'all, and I'll let
Oh
you know.
yeah.
Hey, look, I have the shirt. It's being sent out, and I give you the tracking number when the shirt is being sent out.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm here for it. Let me know when. Shit. What you trying to do? You need it today. What's up, Dub?
Yeah,
I see you. What's going on with you, man? Chilling, chilling. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying. We can do this today.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm all about wheels in motion. Let's do it.
yeah, so yeah, I wanted I saw something like that
Mhm.
or I forgot where I seen it at. I saw something like that, but either way, oh, it was a friend of mine. He had him, his wife, and his kids airbrushed on his shirt, and I was like, you know what, I should get that with all of the TWT members. And
Yeah.
so I was like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, and then I get it made, and then as y'all see it, if y'all like it and y'all want it, I just tell y'all how much it costs, and then y'all cash out me the money. I get it made, and then I send it out and send the tracking number. I text y'all the tracking number, or I tell you what the tracking number is, and you can
Mhm.
track the package as it, so you'll know where it's at when it on its way to you.
Yeah. I already like it. So when you trying to do it?
I did once everybody send me their pictures. That's why I said I need the pictures with your name because
Okay.
it's a lot of guys I know. What's going on, Knockout? Appreciate you coming
What's
through.
up, knockout? Hmm.
It's a lot of people that I know their name like Josh Sanders, but I never seen Josh Sanders and MP. What the fuck? I never seen him. So it's a lot of
Right.
guys that's a part of us that I know their names, but I never actually seen them. So that's why I said send me your picture with your name.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I
But
got several pictures. They all on social media. But I like this one, so I just send this one.
okay.
How you want us to send it? Like you want to send it to add it to the group chat? Do you want to send it to you email?
Um,
Hell, I can't do that. My damn email, that email gonna be too damn big.
um, let me try to. Yeah, you can send it. You can put it in the yeah. We can put it in the group chat. Everybody can
Okay.
put that's easier. Put it in the group chat. Y'all put your picture with your name or whatever name that you want to be print under it because it's going to be your
Mhm.
picture and then it's going to be the name under the picture. So what if you want your actual like you want quickly printed under
Yeah.
that, then you just quickly. If you want it, if MP what the fuck he wants MP what the fuck under it then that's what a VP put under it. So that's what that's how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, so
Okay.
it's gonna be your picture, and then it will be your name right under your picture. So the picture is gonna only be about this big, your actual picture. So it's not gonna be
Yeah.
a picture. It's gonna be a small because it gotta fit everybody on the shirt.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That'll work. I'm here for it. I got plenty of shoes to match just about all them colors except for them ugly colors that ain't a part of my color wheel.
This
So
nigga
I'm
say, this nigga Thomas says a lot of ugly motherfuckers in here. I mean, no, y'all. I mean, if y'all gotta go out and take some pictures, send me your best picture because I mean,
oh,
whatever picture you send me, that's gonna be the picture. Whatever picture you send me, so you send me a picture of you looking like Shabba Ranks, that's what's gonna be on the shirt.
oh, that's gonna be crazy as hell. I would laugh so hard. I'm like, how did we get here? How did this happen?
Yeah. And yeah, Naka, I was just talking about these fans and everything. About making these fights. Do these people really want these fights? She said Quick got a whole color wheel. A whole color wheel.
Yeah, it's just, what the colors that don't belong in the color wheel is the ones I can't wear. Like pink, that ain't for me. I'm probably one of the only females that don't wear that damn color because it's just, no. It looks like Pepto Bismol or a pig throwing up.
Yeah, I mean, it's certain colors that I don't wear that I stay away from. Like yellow, I don't wear a lot of yellow. I got like one shirt, and I wear that shirt once in a blue moon. It's like blue up top, and then the bottom of it is yellow, and it's a polo shirt. And the only reason
Yeah,
why I wear that shirt is because I got some shoes that goes with it. And I wear
yeah,
that once in a blue moon, but it's certain colors that I don't wear. Most of the time I'm wearing either black, gray, blue, red. Every once in a while I wear purple, but
right.
those are the main colors that I wear on a regular basis.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit, a lot of that shit ain't gonna work out. Like
Yeah,
pastel,
knock out.
them Easter
Most
colors,
definitely knock
that's
out.
not,
Most definitely knock out. I do that. All you gotta do is let me know. I'm down. Yeah, I definitely do that tonight. And I'm whooping everybody ass. I told you, you better get ready, knockout, because I'm beating everybody ass. It's gonna be me and you. I don't think you're gonna be ready for this. This gonna be another side of D you ain't never
talk
seen
that
before.
shit. Talk that shit, D Free.
I'm beating. Like I said, whether you a friend or foe, I'm beating your ass. My man
That
Ricky,
your
if,
ass got to go.
my man Ricky, if we happen to meet up, I love you to death, but I gotta take you down. What's going on, Skywalker? Southern T, you my brother, 100 grand. But if we meet up, I gotta take you down. I don't care. Dub right side, you already know what it is. I'm taking you down without a shadow of doubt. So whether you're a friend or foe, I'm taking you down. I told you I
Yes,
was I
sir.
was, I was doing it. I was doing this shit. Oh, there was G5. I was doing this shit for free. Now they put money on it. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, and I got something special for G5. Like all he got to do is send his picture, and then I put G5 Gabe, and then right below G5 Gabe, I'm gonna put that little jet right there.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
dope.
Damn, man,
okay,
That would be dope.
what they do? I'm over here making me something to eat.
okay, that's a bet. That's
No,
a
I'm
bet
here.
knockout.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, that's a bet knockout. Most definitely. Like I said, everybody everybody better be on their best behavior if they want me to take it lightly on them. But I ain't taking it
Yeah,
lightly on
okay.
nobody.
I was just
Man,
about to say, if they are, you
ain't
ain't
no
you probably
say.
gonna take it lightly.
I ain't taking it lightly on
Um,
nobody.
Right.
only thing you taking light is taking a light snack break.
The only thing I'm taking lightly is the fact that the first round is only going to be 5 minutes. So it's going to be a light cook for the 5 minutes. It's not going to be the whole 10 minutes of me cooking their ass. Oh, please don't
Hey.
give me don't give me no motherfucking fighter that I actually like, because I heard Knockout say some shit that would
Yep.
definitely be in my favor. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want him to take that shit away from me, but I heard him say some shit that would definitely be in my favor. And I was like, this is what I've been talking about. Niggas ain't been talking about this shit. I've been sitting here saying why these niggas ain't talking about it. So yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Hmm.
But yeah. Oh yeah. So you heard what I said I was doing, G5?
Nah, man, nah, run it back to me.
Oh, so basically what I said I was gonna do, what I'm doing for everybody, this is what I had put together what I was gonna do. I'm getting everybody's picture with their name. I need everybody's picture. They're gonna put it on our group chat. They're gonna put their picture with their name, whatever picture of you that you want to put up. I mean, I'm just letting you know to make sure it's your best picture. Whatever picture you want to put of you on the group chat with your name, because what I'm doing is I'm taking those pictures of each individual from our family, the TWT family, and I'm
Hmm.
getting them airbrushed on the shirt. On the front of it is the middle of the shirt is going to say TWT family, and around the
Hmm.
TWT family is going to be every picture of all of the individuals that send me their picture with their name is going to be airbrushed. The picture and their name under their picture. And then on the back, that dragon that I sent you that was holding the banner, that dragon is going to cover the back with the TWT inside of the banner.
Oh, he loves us. Oh my God.
Oh Lord. Wow.
I'm gonna do the first one for myself. I just need everybody's picture. I'm gonna do the first one for myself, and then I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like. When I do my live stream, I'm gonna say, okay, here's the shirt. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like, and if y'all want it, then I'll tell y'all how much it costs. Y'all cash out me the money, and then I'm gonna go get it made, and then I will send it out to y'all. I'm gonna ask for your address, so when you cash out me your money, you text me. Don't put it in a group chat or anything like that. Just text me your address. And so once I get the shirt made, I'm going to send it out and I'm going to send you the tracking number so you'll know when the shirt will get there.
All righty.
That'll work.
Sounds like a plan, partner. But again, oh my God, he loves us, guys. Yeah.
Why? Why?
All my life I had to fight.
See what I'm
And he
saying?
loves us, man.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I had planned for the family or whatever. But I wanna well, while y'all up here, what do y'all think about having a meet and greet cookout this summer?
Yeah. I thought people were gonna go ahead and come down in August.
Okay, we could do it in August. I'm trying to. I want to know. I mean, we gotta find out exactly what day so I can make arrangements. Me and my wife can make arrangements coming down because, like I said, we came down for like 2 days. I want to be down there for like 4. I want to come down there like probably like a Thursday and then leave Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening.
Yeah, I already got that Thursday of the 10th and the 11th. That's already off. So I'm off from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I go back to work on that Monday. Okay. So yeah, I already have the August 10th, that day off, 11th. So and Saturday and Sunday is my standard off day. So I already got those already done.
Yeah, so I wanna try to do that. Because I wanna see G5 skills on the grill.
My name is Gable.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not gonna have me doing all the goddamn cooking. I can tell you that right now.
Man, I don't know how to do nothing. We be capping.
What are you talking about? That's your job.
She be capping for me. Don't believe it.
You got a whole excuse me, as I do recall, you did say in the beginning that you are a certified chef. That's your job. What you mean?
I'm a licensed chef, but I don't work in a restaurant.
You be working in the yard. You got a yard right there. You got a big old kitchen over here. You already seen it. What's next?
No, but I'm trying to get my camera. I gotta get my camera because I'm gonna do a live stream, a cooking live stream where I'm actually cooking on the grill. And I'm probably going to do. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna do. I don't want to do ribs. Everybody do ribs. I'm gonna figure out what menu I'm gonna do, but it's probably going to be some type of pork or beef.
Yeah.
So look at this. Oh no! Look at this nigga right here.
I figure I sneak on real quick.
Oh my God, it's Thomas.
Y'all so special.
It's special.
I'm trying to keep it cordial because he at work.
Yeah, so I just it's not really many people here today. So I got a meeting at 2:30, I think it is. But yeah, so I said let me just try to get on real quick. What's good?
Yeah.
Look, all I'm trying to say is, if be free, if that's your job, I don't see what the conversation is about.
I mean, I ain't got no problem making anti-pasta salad or a shrimp
Wait a minute.
salad.
Flag on the plate. You got work to do. I mean, ain't like I'll be in the kitchen too, but I'm just not gonna be doing as much as your ass because that's your job.
I mean, we can have Thomas make some Spanish rice.
No shot. Nah, I can't hardly make a sandwich. I will make rice and beans.
God, yeah.
Lord.
We had
I mean, if my wife came, then she could do something.
We can have quick make the baked macaroni and cheese and the baked beans. We can have G5 do the daggone chicken and the steak. I can do the hamburger.
I ain't got no skills, man.
I can do that. I can do the hamburgers and hot dog.
Man, hell no. And your ass gonna be locked outside.
Well, I think the easiest thing to cook.
I will grab my brother and make him get out there and do some work.
Oh wow. Oh no, hell no, that ain't gonna be fucking with the radio and shit, making sure the bass is loud enough and everything. He's like, hold up.
Yes, he will. Yes, you already know he gotta fine tune everything. Make it sound just right. That's what he do.
BC. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, Thomas, I mean, you can put your picture in the group chat. I'm gonna have you behind. I mean, I'm gonna have your picture in front of like the Puerto Rican flag. I'm gonna have like that little Puerto Rican flag, and then your picture gonna be right on top of that Puerto Rican flag.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got it set up how I'm gonna do it. I just need
I'm gonna try to get a tan first before I do that.
Damn. Thomas, you stupid.
You and A1 get a tan because I don't want y'all to join to be a plastic photo up there.
Hey, these three, they gonna be like, hey, who them two black white boys in the picture?
You got just two blank canvas. I'm like, nah, that's Thomas and A1. They transparent. You can't really see them like that. It didn't translate on the shirt. But yeah, especially A1 like that. A1 definitely he got to give me a photo when he was in Jamaica somewhere. I know he got a little doc when he was there. And then I need BC to lighten up a little bit. BC don't go outside for like a week and then take a picture.
Oh damn, man!
I think every time BC come
BC, what's good, bro?
He be in the dock.
Oh man.
I ain't BC ass stupid. He was crazy as hell.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know what Josh Sanders look like. I don't know what MP what the fuck look like. I know, of course, I know what Skywalker look like. It's a couple of other people I never seen their picture. I never seen their face.
Josh hopped on my live the other day.
Who?
Josh.
Oh, he was on your live?
The other day, yeah.
I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him.
MP looking like
everybody know what I look like. Everybody know I'm a dog nigga.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? All right. It's okay. Got to make me a nice little sandwich.
I saw my man with the shirt of him and his family, or whatever. I was like, damn, that's going to be perfect for us. I get that one,
Yeah.
that's
Your antennas went up like toot, 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 salt the water.
He said that's not nice.
Oh man.
He said, Doc, that nigga Jay Gibson said, Doc Lives Matter.
Every day, all day, B. All day, B. They matter, man. They matter, man.
Yeah, Jay Gibson got to send a picture too. I need him to, like I said,
You know what I'm saying?
I need everybody to send a picture because niggas gonna be like, damn, they ain't put me on the shirt. I ain't get a picture from you. I want to try to get it done as soon as possible.
Hey, the phone number is 1-800-DARKIES. So that's how you can support. You know what I'm saying? The dark folks.
The darkness is
1-800 Outer Space Black, and they'll direct you to the hotline. You can make your donation because
call them the
Dark Lives Matter.
The Deep Space Brothers.
Yo, I'm gonna get off of here real quick, man. I just wanted to come say what's up, man. I can't.
That's a bet.
I'll talk to you, man.
Hey, literally, homeboys from outer space. For real.
The dang old Black Lagoon family. Oh shit!
Call them niggas
the homeboys deep space.
Boy, call them boys the planet chasers and shit. They everywhere they go, it's dark. They ain't seeing no light. They only thing they see is planets. Hey, how long did they get there? I don't know. Let's go.
I gotta make sure I don't put them on black shirts. I gotta have gray shirts or white shirts.
Nah, I'm dark.
I can't do white shirts because of A1 white ass. Him. No, just imagine if I have A1, Thomas, and K Savoy and Skywalker all right beside each other.
Oh damn.
Skywalker is another one. I thought when I first seen Skywalker, I didn't know Skywalker was Latino. I thought that nigga was white, and then I started hearing him talk. This was before he had a live stream. I just saw his picture, so I thought he was a regular white boy. And then I started hearing him talk. I was like, okay, he Latino. I was like, damn, he light as hell though. He one of them light Latinos. He like Thomas Latino.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga said Marvin Moore. What the fuck? Oh, he said more.
What the nigga said?
He said, I'm about to go another shade darker in June.
This nigga stupid, man. What's wrong with you, PC, man?
No, as long as you don't get like that on Gabriel. If you don't, as long as you don't get like Gabriel from the Lakers.
Not winging Gabriel. This nigga is purple.
That nigga literally, I still to this day I've never seen nobody that damn dark.
He's so dark, he's shiny.
That nigga Pat Level.
Yeah, like on Retro 11s. You see the Concord patent leather? That's winging.
I'm gonna show you this nigga Gabriel right now. Hold on.
Like his type of darkness look like it hurt. And look like it hurt to be that dark. No cap.
This nigga Gabriel like this.
Ah! Yeah, that nigga dark, y'all. He dark. Oh my god.
Code name Blueberry. Oh shit! But yeah. So what's going on with your Cowboys? What moves they've been making?
Shit, I'm ready to see what's next. I mean, I don't know who next on the target list. Folks been talking about
Yeah.
picking up
So
Legarrette. Been hearing something about Legarrette Blunt. I'm like, fuck that.
how would you grade your team's draft this season? From if you had to give them a grade, what would you grade them, or as far as what they did in the draft?
Mm, I say probably about a B plus at best.
Yeah.
I think we addressed I think we addressed the needs that we need to get. We got some good players. We got some sleeper players too that people probably, what I'm saying, kind of overlooking. So I'm cool with that, but I do feel like we addressed the needs and filled the holes we needed. So at least they got that shit right. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Mm, the tight end from Michigan, not a bad player. Neither is the D tackle either. You know what I'm saying? So just see how they pan out, even if they don't, you know.
Nigga, hey, what's that? He said, so you sneak this me when I ain't here? Nah, it wasn't no sneak this. It was. I was just saying. I need everybody picture
Hmm.
for. I need everybody picture with their name to put on a group chat. I need the best picture you have of yourself with your name for the group chat. And I'm getting them. I'm getting everybody airbrushed on a shirt.
Hmm.
And I said I can't put you, Thomas, K Savoy, and Skywalker together. It's gonna look like you know how when you first get a motherfucking wallet and you go to the little picture part and they got that clear plastic piece in the middle. That's what A1 gonna look like if I put him on a daggone white shirt. A1 gonna be transparent. He said, "Nah, motherfucker, I'm out. Answer my name." Yeah, I mean, as far as my team, I gave them a, I said I gave them I gave them a B, not a B plus, not a B minus. I gave them a B. Um, they addressed the defense. I mean, we got a nice center. He's one of the top rated centers that came out this year. But I think there was a couple of other pieces that they needed to address that they didn't. I think they should have went for one of those top quarterbacks in the offseason. Not saying that I don't have faith in Sam Howell. It's just Sam Howell. This is his second year. He only played what, like two games. So he looked decent in the last game against the Cowboys, but that was the end of the year. I mean, we wasn't playing for anything. So I don't know how he would do under pressure. We wasn't playing for anything. So I give him a solid B. He said, BC, hell yeah. Hell nah, you can't be on a black on no purple shirt. That's what I said. Hey, what I said, I can't put BC on a black shirt. He said black or purple shirt. Oh. He said you can't be on the yellow one neither. You look invisible. Yeah, but yeah, I think this this football season is going to be a very interesting season for some of the teams. There's a lot of teams that needed to address some holes that didn't. No disrespect, but to A1, but I think the Saints, they fell short in that category. They didn't address the holes that they needed to address. I think they should have went after a quarterback, and they didn't. They just re-signed daggone Jameson Winston, and there was quarterbacks that they could have got in the free agency that was available, and they didn't go after. I don't know if they didn't have the money to go after them or they just didn't go after them. But they fell short in that category, as well as the Commanders. I think the Commanders should have went after one of those top-rated quarterbacks in the free agency. But I kind of understand what they're doing. They got a new offensive coordinator, and they want to see how Sam Howell is going to do. I mean, we did get Jacoby, but he's not no quarterback that going to take us far in the playoffs or anything like that. He's somebody that could step in if Sam Howell is not what they expect him to be. He can fill in for the remainder of the year, and then we'll look for a quarterback in the following draft. But I just think they should have got somebody that was more of a fit than Jacoby. But I mean, I'm gonna see what they do. I'm gonna stay optimistic because we don't know. I mean, Sam Howell could be what we're looking for because it seems like everybody else that we thought was going to be the one hasn't panned out to be it. So maybe Sam Howell was that one that everybody is overlooking, and he actually be somebody decent. So I'm gonna stay optimistic until I see how he look in the first preseason game, or the first couple of preseason games, because there's going to be a couple of preseason games that he's going to play in. He said it. She said it. Oh, my bad. I ain't see it. I had to drop off because she had a call from work. He said, yeah. They started snapping immediately. Nah, we wasn't nobody snapping. I was just trying to figure out. I think the first shirt I'm gonna do, I'm trying to think what color I'm gonna do it in. I don't know what color I'm gonna do. I might do it. I might do a white shirt or a purple shirt. Or it could be a gray shirt. It's gonna be either white, purple, or gray. It's gonna be the first shirt I do. It'll probably be between white and purple. Most likely, it's gonna be white.
Yeah, red wouldn't be bad with a black background or something.
Yeah. Red is not bad neither. I wear red a lot too. Red is not bad because I got hats to go with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna see. I mean, I think it's going. I think y'all gonna like it with the vision that I got for it. Because like I said, I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna add to it. It's not gonna just be just your picture with your name. It's gonna be a background behind your picture that you're gonna be in front of. Like I said, you're gonna have the jet. They're going Thomas. He's going to have the Puerto Rican flag. A1. I might have a basketball behind in his background. Southern T. He's going to be. I'm gonna probably have him like sitting behind a news desk because he's our daggone anchor man. So I'm gonna have a little. I got a little things I'm gonna have done. I'm trying to figure out. I probably have Tay Tay. I probably have her if I get a picture from her. I probably have her sitting inside of an octagon or have an octagon behind her. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do Quick. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do her. But I got a few things that I got.
I had the out. I seen you some few things.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be nice. But I'm about to get ready to wrap this joint up because I know G5 is about to go on in about another half an hour or so. And so,
Shit, you can keep rocking for a minute. Shit, you
oh,
know what I'm saying? Just rock
okay,
out. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Shit, we already here. Rock out. Shit, one day ain't
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Yeah. So
It's
so
your first one in a minute. You better go, boy.
so what fight you think is next? What fight you think should happen next for Canelo? Not what we believe is going to happen next. What should happen next?
Um, can you hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear? Okay. I'll say what fight should be next. Well, he not gonna go to Bivol. What I want him to do, what he should do, is fucking focus in on damn 168. You the undisputed champ there. Like, quit moving around and doing all this extra, man. Like, either give Benavidez and Maria and them they shot at it, or just give up the fucking belts. See what I'm saying? Because I don't believe that he gonna fight neither one of them dudes. Um, I'm skeptical even if he'll fight Charlo, even after being on the layoff. He might try to that because he might feel like he have a mental edge. But due to Charlo in that interview, he said his brother motivated him to want to be undisputed at 160.
Right.
So he got some work he can do right there to achieve that goal. So for Canelo, I mean, he kind of boxed in. People are like, oh, he got options. No, there ain't really no options other than Morrell, Benavidez, Charlo, and Andre that people really want to see, unless you fight Caleb Plant again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody else there that we really want to see you fight, or people be like, okay, yeah, but we know how it's gonna go. He's going to fight somebody as another mandatory, and that's just what it's gonna be, unfortunately.
Right. Right. I think. Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I believe the fight that should happen next, it should be
Mm-hmm.
the winner of David Benavidez and Morrell. That should be the fight that happens next. But we know that fight not going to happen next because I believe they're making that fight in September, and we know Canelo's going to probably fight somebody else in September. I think he's trying to fight Bivol in September. But Bivol said he wants to come to 168 and fight Canelo for his belts. He
Yeah, he
don't
said he
want
want to stuff his straps. He
yeah,
want to take his shit.
he don't want Canelo. I mean, what's going on? T sound back. Yeah, I mean he don't want Canelo to go to 175. He want to take his straps, and then that will be an interesting look too because now if he does fight Canelo at 168 and he takes Canelo belts, um, I
That's
David
gonna be
Morrell,
bad on him, boy. That'll be
David
bad on Canelo.
David Morrell, the winner of David Morrell, David Benavidez fighting Bivol for the belts. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a better fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
a better fight. So I
Now think
mean,
about this though, Frizzle. Like you went up to 75 and he watched your ass. If he come down to your weight class and whoop your ass and take your belts,
he's retiring. He's retiring after that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If he fight Bivol again and he gets beat up the same manner or worse than he did the first time, he's retiring. He's not. Canelo is not going to fight nobody else. For one, nobody else. I mean, his name is not going to be that big no more. You just lost to Bivol twice, back to back.
mm-hmm.
You lost to him twice. You fought two people in between, and then you went right back to fight him again, and he beat you the second time. No, you're not the big draw no more. We're already getting rumors that your pay per view only did like 250. So it's time for you to go ahead and wrap it up. You fucked off all this time, and you had guys there that you could make big fights. You could have stayed making $1 million+ pay-per-view buys if you would have fought David Jamal Charlo, Boo Boo Andrade, David Benavidez. If you would have fought those guys, you would have still been making those big pay-per-view fights. But you decided to go on a European tour, and you didn't wasted all of your prime years fighting European fighters. And now your body is starting to shut down. And people's like, oh, John Ryder's good. John Ryder ain't never been a good fighter. He ain't never been a good fighter. Name one fight that y'all saw that John Ryder had, and it told you that John Ryder was a good fighter. None. You're going to say that Daniel Jacobs, he was getting beat up in that fight until Daniel Jacobs decided to let him come back. He was getting beat up. Go look at the first half of that fight. Daniel Jacobs was beating the hell out of John Ryder. And then he let off the gas, and John Ryder started coming on in the second half. And they gave the fight to John Ryder. So he ain't never been good. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if Bivol fought him at 68 and he took his straps, because I think the Bivol versus the winner of David Benavidez and David Morrell is a better fight. Because I think either one of those guys at this point in time, from what I've seen from Canelo the last 3 fights, David Benavidez, David Morrell, I think both of those guys will beat Canelo. I think both of them will stop Canelo. I think both of them will stop him. It's just a matter of who will stop him worse, because I see both of them stopping him. I don't think he could deal with the daggone punch output that David Benavidez is going to put on him, and I don't think he could deal with the boxing ability that Morrell will put on him. We already seen what he did when he fought Bivol. He can't deal with the boxing ability. So David Morrell, I believe he got better boxing skills than Bivol, and he got more power than Bivol. So you got to deal with the boxing ability and the power. And then David Benavidez, yeah, he's going to stand right there in front of you, but he's putting out 70 to 80 punches per round, if not more. He's putting out 70, 80 punches per round. And we know that Canelo don't put out that many punches. I think Canelo averaged like 40 punches a round. So if you got a person that's averaging 40 and you got another one that's averaging 70, 80, the one with 40, unless he landed those shots, he ain't got no chance. So I think both of them will stop him.
Mm-hmm. It's all bad. Hey, man. Now, you had the pleasure over the last few days seeing how these folks are trying to get John Ryder credit as a good fighter and the cap they've been doing. But last night, man, Terrence Best, he is the biggest bud meat masher, meat musher there is. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, look. Sometimes you could just be baffled and mind boggled by how stupid some people sound. Like, man, y'all, this man is the worst, y'all. I'm talking about he got it bad.
That's why I was
I
talking
ain't
about.
never seen nothing like it, y'all.
That's why I was talking about at the beginning of my live. I'm like, y'all making every excuse for the fighter or why he didn't have to take the fight or why the fight didn't happen instead of. I'm like, dog, if that was my fighter, if I had him as my favorite fighter, and he said he agreed to everything, but he didn't sign the contract, I would have been on his ass like, what the fuck are you doing? You agreed to it. Why you didn't sign it? That's just like if you going somewhere, if you go to a job and you have an interview and you did good in the interview and they say, okay, do you want the job? And you say, yeah, I want the job. You did all the preparing you had to do for the interview. You got dressed nice for the interview. You took the time out to go to the interview, and they gave you the job. They sent you an offer letter. You agreed to it, but you never signed the offer letter and sent it back. You just go find another job and start the process all over again. What sense does that make? This is the job that you wanted. This is the job you've been talking about. You wanted for years. Oh yeah, I want this job. This is the job that I've been looking for. I want this job. You finally get an interview. They give you the interview. You go to the interview. You do good in the interview. They send you an offer letter. You look at the offer letter. They paying you the most money you could ever get paid from any other job you had, and you don't sign the offer letter and send it back, and you just go find another job. What sense does that make? That's basically what Bud Crawford did. He agreed to the fight, but he didn't sign it. He went to go find something else. So I was sitting there listening. That's why I kept dropping off. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing. I just save it for my live tomorrow. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Because he was like, oh, well, but what Earl Spence said, he put out the 60-40, he should have never put it out there. So Earl was the one, he put the numbers out there. I said, no, did you listen to the whole conversation with the interview that the lady had with Earl Spence? The lady said, Bob Arum said that it was going to be 70-30, and she asked him, how did he feel about it? He said, I believe it should be 60-40 in my favor, but I'm going to let Al Heyman handle it. He does all my negotiation. He knows what's best for me, and Bob knows what's best for Bud, so they're going to do the talking. That's how the 60-40 came out. It wasn't, he didn't come out and say, oh, I'm going to fight Bud Crawford. It's going to be 60-40. The lady asked him a question, and he responded to the question that she asked him. That's how it came out. I'm like, oh, y'all got selective hearing. Y'all don't hear all the shit. And then Bob Arum, so they told me, well, it took 5 years for the fight to happen. Bob Arum told you that the fight needed to build. He wasn't trying to make the fight right now. He wanted to build up. And then Bud left left Top Rank and sued Bob Arum. And in one of the statements in there was because he never got the EJ fight. So who fault is it? Bob Arum. It wasn't Earl Spence. Bud worked for Bob. Bud worked for Bob Arum because he said, I wasn't my own boss. He told everybody, y'all want to know why the fight didn't happen? Because I wasn't my own boss. I worked for Bob Arum. He told y'all. So Bob Arum was the reason why the fight never happened in those years up until he left Top Rank. It was Bob Arum. He didn't want to make that fight happen. He said he needed to build. But y'all don't listen to all that. Y'all just hear, oh, EJ say 60-40. I'm like, y'all niggas got selective hearing. I don't know. That's why I was like, I'm not even going to get in on this. I was about to say something. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to get in. I just dropped off. I was listening, but I was sitting there like, this nigga, he literally don't see Bud doing no wrong. He never said Bud did anything wrong, not one time. I'm like, dog, I like a lot of fighters, but I'm not going to say that no fighter that I like never did nothing wrong. There's plenty of things that fighters did wrong that I see every day, and I say something about it. And there's fighters that I like, there's fighters that I don't like, but I see every fighter does something wrong. There's no fighter out here that you could tell me never did anything wrong. I don't care if it's Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, Earl Spence, Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo. I don't care who it is. Deontay Wilder. Every fighter did something wrong. It's just a matter of, are you going to call him out on it, or are you just going to be a fanboy and say, no, what? He wasn't wrong. You got to be able to keep it 100. That's why I said I can't have a favorite fight, because I know how I am. I'm biased. So I will never have a favorite fighter. I have a lot of fighters that I like. There's a lot of fighters that I like that's in the pros. There's a lot of fighters that's coming up that I like. I'm not going to have a favorite fighter because there's always somebody new coming up that I like. It's like, I like Earl Spence, but then there's Boots right there. I like Boots. And then you got other guys that's coming up in the division. There's other guys that's why I said I can't have a favorite fighter. Because there's a lot of guys that I like. I have about 15, 20 favorite fighters. So, nah. But yeah, the Terrence, that man, I swear, I think he's in the debate. I don't know. I don't think he know how to talk about anything else but Bud. I never heard him talk about anything else besides Bud. That's the only thing that man ever talks about. I can't recall him talking about anything else except for Bud and Earl. Every time he get on a panel, he always talking about, even if we're not talking about Bud and Earl, he brings the conversation to Bud and Earl. Like we was talking about something else. We was talking about something, then he started talking about, well, why we don't call these guys out on ducking? We see these guys as ducking. Why we don't call them out? We were like, who you talking about? And the nigga was like, Earl Spence. I was like, dog, we're not even talking about these niggas. We're talking about something totally different. But yeah, that man definitely delusional. I don't even like he's one of those guys that you can't even put him in the same category as a regular fan. He's a whole nother level. Like there's fans like Drink More Water. He's a fan of Bud, but he keeps it real. You got Rick Thames. He's a fan of Bud, but he keeps it real. So I mean, you can't. There's guys that's a whole nother level. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what level you on. You see Bud do no wrong at
Man, he took it to new heights yesterday. Like I seen him do it before, but yesterday, bro, he took it to new heights. I told Quee, I said, man, this nigga took it to new levels. It was like you had to sit there and be like, wow, nigga.
Yeah, I saw BF. BF was like, man, what the fuck is this nigga? Did this nigga not hear what the fuck I just said? He was like, how can you
Right,
turn on Bud? How can you turn on Bud after that? I'm like, the nigga BF
right.
was like, man, I do not know this nigga. How the fuck are you gonna keep saying I turned on him? I don't know this nigga. I don't know him for me not to turn on him. He was like, I never turned on the nigga. I just changed my stance. I never turned on the nigga. I just changed my stance. The nigga was not talking about money. And then when EJ said 60-40, the nigga said 50-50 or no fight. He said, hold up, what the fuck are you doing? You wasn't talking about money. You said you didn't care about money. So now he looked at him at a different light because he started talking about money when he wasn't talking about money before. He just wanted to fight. What part are you not getting? Like, that nigga crazy. Like, G5, have you ever heard him talk about something other than Bud and Earl? Nigga said, me too. Hold up. BC, you said you don't see Canelo getting stopped. You don't see him getting stopped by who? Because if he get in there with David Benavidez or Morrell, he's getting stopped. Right, Josh. I haven't seen him talk about anything outside of Bud and Earl. Never. And I didn't listen to this guy talk a few times on Dub Right Side and on KO. I've never seen this man talk about anything else except for Bud and Earl. BC, but who you said about David Benavidez? No, I'm telling you, he's getting stopped by David Benavidez. He's getting stopped. Actually, I take that back. I understand what you're talking about. You don't see Canelo getting stopped by David Benavidez because he ain't gonna never fight him. That's why he ain't gonna get stopped, because he ain't gonna never fight him. Because if he fight him, he's getting stopped. I'm telling you, he's getting stopped. Because he don't have the foot movement like Caleb Plant to stay away.
Y'all can cancel that. He ain't fighting Morrell or Benavidez. He not fighting either David.
Right.
No.
That's what I said.
So
He said he could, yeah, but Plant had legs. He could move. That's why David Benavidez couldn't stop Plant, because he had legs. He was able to move. Canelo don't have no legs. He don't have no legs. He can't move out the way. He's going to be standing right there. All he has is, y'all don't understand, all he has is upper body movement. He don't have no legs. And now his upper body movement is not as good as it once was. We known Canelo for dipping and getting out of the way of punches. He don't have that no more. He's standing right there. He don't have that no more. Look what motherfucking daggone John Ryder did. That nigga was looking like Rudolph out there. That nigga whole nose was bright red. He kept getting hit on the nose. The whole fight kept getting hit right on the nose. He said Canelo got one leg. Yeah, he gonna be walking in a circle. One leg gets you to walk in a circle. That's it. That man, I'm telling you, he if he ever fight, I don't think he's going to fight him. I don't think he's going to fight him. But if he did fight either one of them, he will get stopped by either one of those guys. Either one. I don't care which one it is. He will get stopped. I got David Morrell beating David Benavidez, but it don't matter which one get in the ring with Canelo, they're going to stop him. The only way I can say David Benavidez don't stop Canelo if he gets in the ring after this Morrell fight is if Morrell beat David Benavidez up so bad that he's gun shy, which I can see that could possibly happen too. I could see Morrell beating David Benavidez up bad enough to where he become a Adrian Bona. He gets gun shy. Yeah, I can see Charlo stopping Canelo, but I got to see Charlo getting that ring rust off of him first because he's been out for 2 years. He gonna have some ring rust. He's not gonna look as sharp as he did before he left for the 2-year layoff. He's gonna be a little rusty. The same way we saw Boo Boo when he was in there with Nicholson. Boo Boo looked rusty. It was like Boo Boo didn't look like the Boo Boo that we used to seeing him. He looked kind of old, and I don't think it was him getting old and he just had a movements. I think it was the ring rust. Boo Boo ain't been in the ring for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and so I think he just had some ring rust on him, and so it took a minute for his legs to get under him. I think Boo Boo will look if Boo Boo fight again soon. I think Boo Boo will look better in the next fight. What's going on, William Old School? Appreciate you coming through. I think Boo Boo will look better if he gets in the ring and fights somebody and he doesn't have another long layoff. But I think Charlo can knock Canelo out as well. If he gets back to being the Charlo that we know before he had the layoff. And I just heard somebody said one of the reasons why Charlo was out of the ring for a while is he just got custody of his 5 kids. So that kept him out of the ring too. But I think, like I said, I think I know which direction that Canelo is going to go. I think he's going to go fight. I think he's going to go fight daggone Berlanga. I think that's where he's going to go. I think he's going to fight Berlanga. What's going on, Shay Girl? Appreciate you coming through. I think Canelo's going to fight Berlanga because Eddie Hearn just signed Berlanga, and I think that's going to be his next move. But I just seen T talk about it earlier. Andy Cruz is with Eddie Hearn, and they already talking about, well, Eddie Hearn, I think he's doing a lot of capping because he's talking about putting, he said Andy Cruz is ready for Tank Davis. He said he's ready for Tank Davis. He's ready for somebody else. He said somebody else, and then he said he believed that Andy Cruz will beat Keyshawn Davis in the pros like he did in the amateurs. I agree to a certain extent. I think he might be able to beat Keyshawn. Because I'm not that high on Keyshawn. Now, Keyshawn got skills. I'm not that high on him because I haven't seen him face no adversity. Now, you're going in there with a guy that beat you 4 times in the amateurs. You have no wins against this guy. He stopped you in 2 Olympics, and he stopped you in the Pan Am Games. He stopped you twice in the he stopped you once in the Pan Am Games, twice in the Olympics, and once in the World Games. So on the biggest stage, he stopped you 4 times on the biggest stage. So he can possibly beat Keyshawn Davis. He has nothing coming with no Tank Davis. That man has nothing coming with Tank Davis. I can't remember who the other guy was that he said. He said somebody. He said another name too. I can't remember who the other name was. He said, Miss Bitch, salute from Baltimore. Appreciate you coming through. I believe this is the first time you here. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you coming through. But he said Eddie Reynoso is the one that mentioned Jamal. Yeah, Eddie Reynoso, he mentioned Jamal, but I don't think they're gonna fight Jamal. I don't think they're gonna fight him. I really don't, because G5 said, Jamal was talking about becoming undisputed at 160. He said his brother inspired him to become undisputed at 160. So we don't know if Jamal's actually going to move up to 168. We won't know until he come back in the ring and we find out who his first opponent is. Him coming back into the ring. So,
I think he's gonna be Sabeki. That's what he was. I think the way he was contractually obligated. So I think that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. If he stay at 160, yeah, that's who it's going to be if he stay at 160. If he moved to 168, I believe they said it was who was the guy at 168? It was a guy that was trying to fight him. Who was the guy was they mentioning that Jamal was going to fight?
You talking about Adames?
Yeah.
He is 60 though. He is 60. Yeah, he there. But like I was saying on my live the other day, it's a whole vacant IBF belt there, but you just, you know what I'm saying, call it for Charlo.
No, we're not talking about Jamal. We're talking about you talking about Jamel Charlo.
No, I'm talking about Maul.
No, not you. I'm talking
Maul is at 60.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Miss Bitch. She said Charlo.
Oh, okay. I was saying, huh? Okay,
yeah, that's Jamel.
Yeah, so
that's Jamel Charlo. We're talking about Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamal is
Adames won't smoke with Maul, but it's like, you know, he on his high 80s getting his life together. Like, go find somebody else, bro. Go try to get potential for that open belt. Then fight him. He a champ too. Unify. You know what I'm saying? It's like Laura got the WBA and Janabek got the WBO. I mean, they not bad opponents who got the belts. Go ahead and go get them accolades.
Right. That's what
That's creating your own lane.
Yeah, what Jamal need to do, you wanted Canelo ducked you for all these years, and see this is what kills me with people saying, oh, Jamel he never did enough to get a Canelo fight. People have to remember, and shout out to Champ Side because he said it yesterday on his live. Jamal and Jamel, they was all ranked with Canelo back when Floyd was fighting. Y'all understand? Jamal was ranked as the number 3 fighter at that division at 54. He was the number 3. He was the number 3 ranked fighter at 54. And Canelo got the fight with Floyd. He never fought Jamal. He fought everybody else around Jamal. He never fought Jamal. And Jamal was ranked number 3. That's back when Floyd was still fighting. This man has always been in the top rankings. Always when Canelo was there. Whenever any division that he was in the division with Canelo, Jamal was always in the top rankings. And he would not fight that guy. And see, that's what people don't understand. See, people forget where Jamal and them came from and how good these guys was at an early age in their career. These guys has always been good. It wasn't like they just became good. These guys was always been good. They came in the league and they started demolishing everybody in front of them. It wasn't until Jamel fought Tony Harrison that he took his first loss. But Jamal has never taken a loss. and Jamal had a belt in every division he's been in. He had a belt. Jamel had a belt. But like I said, Canelo won't fight that guy.
Neither one here.
Yeah, I mean, that and see that's what I hear people say that he hasn't done enough. What more do he need to do? He's ranked in the top 5 in every division he's been in with Canelo. He's been ranked in the top 5. If he wasn't ranked in the top 3, he was ranked in the top 5 in every division. And that was back from the early 2000s until now. So that man, they the same age. They both 32, about to turn 33. I think they turned 33 the same year. I think all 3 of them turned 33 this year. So they the same age. It's not like Canelo is much older and these guys are younger. No, these guys started fighting the same time. Canelo started fighting before them.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know about Canelo until he started making a name fighting Miguel Cotto and all those guys, and then fighting Floyd Mayweather. That's when we started knowing about Canelo. But these guys are the same age. Canelo was fighting in Mexico at the age of 16, 15 or 16. I can't remember which one it was. But he started fighting when he was 16, but he was in Mexico fighting. That's why when he fought Floyd, he already had 40-something fights. Because he was fighting in Mexico. He was fighting years in Mexico. But I think Canelo was like 22 when he fought Floyd. He had already fought for like 6 years.
Yeah, he was 23 and Floyd was 37. Miss Bitch, salute to you. Lee Middle School, what's good, bro? Read the chat.
Yeah, he had already fought for like 6-7 years.
And had 42, 43 fights at 23. That's some people's whole career.
Right. David Devin Haney been fighting since he was 16. That man only got 29 fights. This is about to be his 30th fight. He only got 29 fights. And he's been fighting since he was 16. And he's 24 or 23 or 24.
He turned 24. He's 24.
Yeah. He said Canelo is copying Mayweather's business model. I'm not going to say he's copying Mayweather's business model because Mayweather was still fighting top-level fighters. Canelo's not fighting top-level fighters. Mayweather has never fought anybody outside of the top 10. Canelo has fought people outside of the top 10. What's going on, Conor Loco? Canelo has fought people outside of the top 10. Mayweather has never fought nobody outside of the top 10. And he fought 26 champions and took their belts. He took their belt. That's why whenever you see Floyd show off his belts, he got 26 WBC belts. And he got a couple of other belts because he had 3 belts at one time. But he took 26 championships from people. Yeah, he's not going to fight David Benavidez. He's not going to.
No, what's good, bro? What's good, Conor Loco?
Yeah, like I said, I want to see Canelo versus David Benavidez, but David Benavidez got to get past Morrell, and I don't think David Benavidez is going to get past Morrell. I think Morrell is going to beat David Benavidez. I think David Morrell might stop David Benavidez. I'm at like a 60% chance that Morrell is going to stop David Benavidez. I'm like 60%. I think I'm like 60% that he's going to stop. I'm at like 75% that Morrell is going to win, but I'm at like 60% that he's going to stop. He's going to stop David Benavidez. Yeah, he's going. I already know he's going to choose Berlanga. That's exactly who Canelo is going to choose. He's going to choose Berlanga. He just signed with Eddie Hearn. He's going to choose Berlanga. That's his scapegoat. He's going, Berlanga got 16 knockouts in his first 16 fights. This man, he's a power puncher. That's how they're going to try to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I Canelo right now, like I said a couple of days ago, at this point, Canelo is just a name on people's resume
They're gonna be
because
like Mexico versus Puerto Rico.
he said don't sleep on Belunga. I'm not sleeping on because it could very well be another Demetrius Bivol. He could very well knock Canelo out because Belunga do got power. He do got power. He could very well knock Canelo out because Canelo is not going to move. He's going to be right there in front of him to get hit. But I don't know. I don't know if Belunga is. I don't know which Belunga are we going to see? Are we going to see the Belunga before he faced adversity, or are we going to see the Belunga we saw the last couple of fights? I don't know which one we're going to see. But I like I said a couple of days ago, I think at this point in time, any of the top fighters at 168, or if you want to go quote unquote go to 175, any of those top fighters, Canelo is just a name on their resume. He's not the same Canelo that we know 4 or 5 fights ago. That's not the Canelo that we're seeing now. This Canelo is more of a shell of himself. He doesn't have that upper body movement that he once had before. He said, all I'm saying is Belunga is going to win. Got my money on it. Like I said, Conor, I'm not doubting it. I'm not. The last couple of times that I seen Canelo, he was not impressive. He looked like he's on the decline like a mother. So I wouldn't be surprised if Belunga win. I really wouldn't. He got all the advantages on paper. Actually, he really don't. He really don't have all the advantages on paper. The only thing he got is a name. That's all he got. He got a name. That's all Canelo is at this point, is just a name. He don't have all the advantages on paper because he's not a great boxer. He got great boxing ability. He had. I ain't gonna say he had great boxing ability because he had the upper body movement and he had the power and he had decent hand speed, but all that stuff is starting to go away now. It's starting to decline. Oh, you talking about Belunga? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Belunga, he got the height, he got the reach. Would I say he had more power than? He might have more power than Canelo. He might have more power than Canelo. At this point in time, I would say he has more power than Canelo. Because Canelo, the last person that Canelo knocked out cold was Amir Khan. And that was what, like 4 or 5 years ago? And we all know that Amir Khan don't have a chin. He was just knocked out against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia had just knocked him out before Canelo knocked him out. So we all know that he don't have no chin like that, and he had already been knocked out a couple of times before Danny Garcia knocked him out. So we know that Amir Khan don't have a chin like that. So that was the last guy that Canelo knocked out cold. Everybody else pretty much got stopped. It wasn't a knockout. They got stopped. Oh, you said Berlanga's back with the coach that started him. Okay, I mean maybe that's what he needed. Maybe that's what he needed. I mean, we're going to see.
I know exactly what coach you're talking about too. Mm-hmm. Okay, Connor. So he made that change. Okay, touche.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He maybe, like I said, maybe that's what he needed. We'll see the next time Berlanga get in the ring. That might be what he needed. A lot of times these guys get a lot of fame and celebrity, and they act like they don't need to be with who started them off. They want to get a big time celebrity trainer instead of just staying with who got you there. That's why I like Earl Spence, he ain't switch up his trainer. He stayed with Dirk James. Dirk James was the one that brought him up from the mud. He's a Rosa Danny Jacobs coach. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys they switch trainers. They had one bad outing and they make it seem like it's the trainer fault why they had a bad outing. No, it just wasn't your night that night. You don't need to switch trainers. You just need to go back and train harder. Now, you just had a bad night. Now, if you get to a certain point where the trainer is not teaching you anything, is not keeping your skills sharp, and he's not challenging you anymore, then yeah, maybe you might need to change trainers because that trainer is not challenging you no more. But for the most part, a lot of these guys just want to get a big name trainer to say they under a big name trainer. Ain't he too confident? I wouldn't say he's too confident. I think Haney's always been confident like that. He's always been confident. I wouldn't say he's too confident. I would say he needs to be confident because he ain't going in there with just a ordinary fighter. Now I know a lot of people talk about Lomachenko or whatever, and my big thing on Lomachenko was he was just overhyped. But Lomachenko got skills. He can box. He got skills, but I just want Devin Haney to be on his A game because if he go in there thinking he's just going to run over Lomachenko, he might be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, I think he know, like, you know what I'm saying? He down on a couple of scorecards. So he know just like he knew with the Camboso. So I think he ain't taking that. He confident, he know and feel like he can beat him, but I think it's more so he gotta go in and handle business and trying the odds yet again. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he done it, I think he'll be way more comfortable, way more prepared for it. And I think he ready to go. I've been seeing some of that leaks sparring footage. Shit, they've been thugging some people in sparring right now. Like so, I'm just saying. But I want to say, oh, Pendle feels he weak, but shit, I think the people stretch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's the main reason why I want Devin Haney to beat Loma. I want to see the Tank Davis and Devin Haney fight. I believe Tank Davis will beat Devin Haney. I don't know if it's going to be or not. I mean, yeah, I think I don't know. Because Tank Davis, he showed me that he got enough boxing skills where he can beat Devin Haney on the scorecards. I think he could beat Devin Haney on the scorecards. I think it might end in a knockout, but I got Tank Davis beating Devin Haney. But I wouldn't be surprised if Devin Haney beat Tank Davis neither. I'm just favoring Tank Davis over Devin Haney. But I wouldn't be surprised if Devin Haney beat Tank Davis because Devin Haney can box. He's the bigger fighter and he can box. So I wouldn't be surprised. And they got history. So I mean, it was years ago that they was in the ring together in sparring. It was years ago, but like I said, that was sparring. Sparring is totally different from being in the ring under the big lights. But I favorite Tank Davis, but I wouldn't be surprised if Devin won that fight. I have no dog in that race anyway, so I will be watching because I would love to see that fight.
Yeah, me, I think they all 50-50 fights in my opinion. Because
Yeah,
I see a way that Tank can beat Devin, and I see a way that Devin can beat Tank.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Just like with Shakur, I see a way that he can beat Devin, and I see a way that Devin could beat him, and I see a way that Shakur could beat Tank, and I see a way that Tank can beat Shakur. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just 50-50 with them because I think they all equally great in their own right. You know what I'm saying? I just think people like they like to slight one to uplift another one when they legacy is gonna be tied with each other regardless whether they like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because you bring up one, they bring up the other. So it's like that's something you just got to be prepared for. Like they legacies are intertwined regardless. So I think
No,
that people when they can respect each one individually will be good, but they can't because if you say Tank, big up for Tank, somebody gonna be like, well, Devin do this or Shakur do that, so it's like you're never gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be how people want it to be, and it's unfortunate for Tank, Devin, and Shakur that they might not ever get their full credit because people and man fans and meat masters and jockstrap washers and shit like that take it as fans, but they really fanboys and secret lovers of the fighters. And so when you get one kudos, somebody gonna have to get theirs kudos. So it just
yeah,
it sucks to be in that situation, but that's how they gonna be it. That's how they gonna do it.
yeah. And see, that's what I don't like because you
Hmm.
can you can like a fighter and
Hmm.
still give another fighter credit
Yep.
because just because you like one fighter, that you're not putting down your fighter because you're giving somebody else credit. You recognize the skill that he have, and so you can give him credit. If your fighter go in there and beat him, that's giving your fighter even more praise because you know that fighter was a good fighter. You putting down every opponent that's out there, just making it look like your fighter is fighting a bunch of nobodies. That's why I don't understand why so many people put down these fighters because it's making your fighters look like they fighting a bunch of nobodies because you putting down everybody. You putting down all these fighters. Oh, he ain't nothing. He don't have skills. Oh, this man he can't punch. Oh, this man he don't have no footwork. Okay, what good is he doing? What do you see him do good? You ain't gotta you ain't gotta worry about what he does bad. You gotta worry about what he does good. Oh man, that man he don't have no skills. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is you're fighting a bunch of nobodies. So how good is your fighter if he fighting a bunch of nobodies? That it doesn't make sense. That's why I was like, okay, you can't put down every single. Now we understand if they fighting a nobody, if they fight somebody that just don't have no skill, we can see that it's going to be clear as day. You can see that fighter don't have no skills, but not every single fighter has no skills. He got to fight somebody that got skills. The man got a championship belt, so he fought somebody that has skills because a person with no skills ain't going to just end up with a championship belt. They got to beat somebody to get that championship belt, whether it's a vacant belt or it was somebody that had that title. They had to beat somebody to get that belt. So he can't have no skills. He got a belt, so he had to have some kind of skills. So I never was the one to put down every fighter. Like I said, I understand when somebody is a nobody. Like John Ryder. John Ryder is not a good fighter. He's decent, but he ain't a good fighter. He's the type of fighter that you put your prospect in to measure how good your prospect is. That's the type of fighter John Ryder is. You want to see how good your fighter is? Put him in there with John Ryder. If you do good against John Ryder, then you know he going somewhere. If John Ryder go in there and beat your prospect up, you know you got to work on some things. That's what John Ryder is. He's not a great fighter. He's a decent fighter. So I like, and everybody, like I said, it's like because you give Shakur Stevenson credit, you putting down Devin Haney or you putting down Tank Davis, or because you giving Devin Haney credit, you putting down Tank Davis, you putting down Shakur. No, it's not like that. You understand that this man got skills. Like I said, I like all three of them. I favor Tank Davis to beat those other two, but I wouldn't be surprised if those other two can beat Tank Davis because they all have equal amount of boxing ability. Tank Davis hits harder than both of them. Devin Haney got better foot. Now I ain't gonna say better footwork. He moves around the ring more than they do. Shakur Stevenson has better defense than they do. So they all have something that they does better than the other guy. But that doesn't mean that they are a lesser opponent because that person don't have the power or that person don't have the footwork or that person don't have the defense. No, Tank Davis got defense. Devin Haney got defense. It might not be to Shakur's level, but he got defense. Now, Shakur Stevenson can box. Tank Davis can box. It might not be to Devin Haney's level, but they can box. Same with the power. It might not be the Tank Davis, but they got power. It's not like they just don't have no power. If they had no power, they wouldn't have no knockouts. If they had no power, they wouldn't have knockouts. So that's why I said I'm not here to I don't put down every fighter. I know when somebody is just trash, and I know when somebody is a decent fighter, and I know when somebody's a good fighter, and I know when somebody's a great fighter. There's levels of fighters. You have trash fighters, and we will see that, and they'll fall by the wayside. You have decent fighters, you have good fighters, and you have great fighters. So you'll know when you see them in the ring. You'll know what level of fighter you got. And then you might have a good fighter, just had a bad night. I mean, it happens. Floyd had bad nights before. It happens. What's going on, DP Rock? Appreciate you coming through. Everybody had bad nights. Ain't nobody there's no fight. You can't show me not one fighter in the sport of boxing, in the history of boxing, that was perfect, that had a great night every single night. Not one. They was hales above everybody. There's not one. Now they might be better than everybody, but they wasn't hills above everybody. They wasn't that much better than everybody. They might have been better, but they wasn't that much where you said, oh, that man, he ain't got no chance to beat him. So you telling me Zab Judah didn't have no chance, Shane Mosley didn't have no chance against Floyd Mayweather? Because I seen both of them rock him. So they had a chance. It's just they wasn't able to land that punch again. Shane Mosley actually landed a punch twice. It's just Floyd was able to recover. He got great recovery speed. Floyd was able to recover, but he got rocked twice against Shane Mosley. He got rocked against Zab Judah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I look. I'm not gonna put down every single fighter, because you put down every fighter, then your fighter's fighting a bunch of nobodies. Because the same fighter that you putting down, eventually your fighter might end up fighting that fighter. And now you can't say all of a sudden now this is a great fight, because that's what we heard with Kell Brook and Earl Spence. Oh, Kell Brook had a busted eye socket. He coming off a loss. Okay, when he fought Blood, he had 2 busted eye sockets. He came off with 2 losses. He had some fights where he won, but he still had those 2 losses. Those 2 losses ain't go nowhere. They didn't disappear. He still had 2 losses. They still there. So I mean, I don't understand these guys. They want to put down a fighter, but then when their fighter is fighting them, now he's a great fighter. Just like you were saying yesterday, they kept saying, "Oh, Ugas is good. Ugas. I don't think Earl will beat Ugas." And then Earl went out there and beat the brakes off of Ugas. Oh, Ugas was trash. You just said the man was good. Now all of a sudden, because Earl beat the brakes off him, you ain't expect Earl to do that. Now he was just trash. Nah, he wasn't trash. It's just Earl was that good. Give that man his credit. Earl was just that good. He beat the brakes off of him. Yeah. Kell Brook did that because he didn't want to fight EJ. That's the reason why he went to the higher weight class to fight Triple G. He was trying to
he ducked.
He ducked EJ and went to fight Triple G and thought he could beat Triple G and got beat up and got his eye socket broken. And then he came back down and he fought EJ and got the other one broken. Yeah, that fight should have happened. He should have fought Keith Thurman. I think Kell Brook should have fought Keith Thurman. But if Kell Brook would have fought Keith Thurman, if Keith Thurman would have won that belt from Kell Brook, EJ would have never got that fight. He would have never got that fight with Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman didn't want to fight EJ. He ducked EJ. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all just gotta take the bias out of it and just look at the fighter for what it is. If he's a good fighter, he's a good fighter. You believe somebody else will beat him, that's your opinion. You can have your opinion. What's going on, D-Man? You can have your opinion, but you ain't gotta put down the next fighter to have your opinion. You can say, okay, yeah, he's a good fighter. I believe this person will beat him. That doesn't mean that he's not a good fighter because you believe somebody else is going to beat him. You just believe that the other person is just a better fighter. Because I believe that that Tank Davis will beat Devin Haney, but I also know that Devin Haney is a great fighter. He's a great boxer. And like BF say all the time, he's a master class boxer. He's a great fighter, but I believe Tank Davis will beat him because I think Tank Davis eventually he'll land that shot that he need to land. And until I see somebody escape that shot, I can't say. I mean, I can't put nobody above Tank Davis. I haven't seen nobody escape that shot. The only person that came close to escaping that shot was Isaac Cruz, and that was because Tank Davis hurt his hand. So for 6 rounds, Tank Davis was only fighting with one hand. That was the only reason why Isaac went the distance, because Tank Davis was fighting with one hand for 6 rounds. So, and actually in the 6th round when he hurt his hand, he was actually turning up, and he happened to hit Isaac Cruz in the top of his head because Isaac Cruz is smaller than Tank Davis, and he dipped his head down, and Tank Davis hit him in the top of the head, and I think he fractured his left hand. So I mean, it is what it is. But like I say, I'm not here to put down no fighter. I want to see all these great fights. That's the reason why they're great fights, because we know that they're good. That's the reason why they're great fights. You can't put down another fighter if you claim that it's a great fight. What makes it a great fight if you putting down the other fight? How can it be a great fight? Doesn't make sense. Those two don't go together. It's a great fight, but this fighter is trash. How was it a great fight then? If this person is trash, how was it a great fight? So you keep putting down Earl Spence, but you say Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is a great fight. But you say Earl Spence is basic. He don't have no skills. So what makes it a great fight if he's basic? If Earl Spence is basic and he has no skills, what makes Bud Crawford and Earl Spence a great fight? Now, me personally, I don't like Bud Crawford because, like the same way I don't like Lomachenko. I believe he's overhyped. A lot of things that people telling me he's doing, I haven't seen him do that. Not at 147. He probably did it at 140. I wasn't watching him at 140. I was watching him when he got to 147, and I didn't see none of the stuff that people told me he was doing. Oh, this man, he got great foot movement. He a switch hitter and all that. I didn't see none of that. I saw him come out in one stance and it didn't work. The following round, he came out in another stance. I didn't see the great foot movement because he stands right in front of you. He stands right in front of you. And when you get on the inside, he grab and hold you. I didn't see what a lot of people told me. But I do know that he can fight. I do know he's a good fighter. He can fight. I will say that he ain't gonna be undefeated for nothing if he couldn't fight. He can fight, but I don't see what everybody else told him. The same way Lomachenko, they was talking about Lomachenko. He's the best thing since Muhammad Ali. He's better than Floyd Mayweather. I don't see that. I don't see none of that. That man ain't better than Floyd Mayweather, and he damn sure ain't the best thing since Muhammad Ali. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been up here for what, 2 hours? Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate my man G5. G5, go ahead and give me your last.
Well, shout out to everybody. I seen you just doing D-Man. Salute to the bros pulling up. Shout out to everybody just supporting my brother, man. He back on the Grizzly, man. He was moving around, get shit situated. Now, he back in the fold in the mix. So y'all will be seeing more D Free back live, man. So y'all know what find me at, man. Until next time my brother go live, or if I decide to go live today, I know we're behind schedule. I just wanted my boy to go ahead and rock out. But I catch y'all on the rebound, man. Y'all be good, y'all be safe. I'll let you on the back end, Frizzle. And shit, go ahead and close out, bro.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through. I mean, make sure y'all hit the like button on y'all way out. Hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share the video. But I'll be back on Monday. I'm gonna start doing my lives on Mondays and Thursday at the 1 o'clock hour. I appreciate everybody coming through. Just Do, DP Rocker, D Man Jr., Miss Bitch, Quee, Old School, William Old School, Josh Sanders, Jay Gibson, Connor Loco. Who else came through here? Shay Girl 85, Brian Colburn, A1, Thomas, Skywalker. I appreciate all my people coming through. I will be back on Monday at the 1 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna try to do it roughly at 1 o'clock. It might be a little bit after 1, but it's gonna be roughly around 1 o'clock on Mondays and Thursdays Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate y'all coming through. Once again, it's your boy Boxing Matchups, aka D Free. Peace.